Hey y'all, so y'all are gonna have to excuse me. My front facing camera is broke, and I do use my phone, and it's been a while. It's been a while, but you know, I have not been stopping working for the Lord, but I did stop doing videos for a while. I needed a rest. And it's crazy because I haven't even been doing it for a long time. But honestly and truly, it's not something I chose. I am being summoned again, but you know, our life is not about ourselves. And that's just one thing that in my time of rest that I spent a lot of time getting used to and gaining an understanding of from the Lord. So anywho, I have a very quick word that's been revealed to me, and this is the NIV Bible. Normally I read King James Version, but this is my daughter's Bible, and we are going to be in Romans, and it is chapter 12 verse 12. And it says, where did it go? Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. That's it. That's the scripture. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer. See, look at that. Enemy already mad at me. I can't even record without something happening. Boy, I tell you, so much respect for you content creators out there. Because goodness, Lord knows. But again, Romans 12:12. Be joyful in hope. Be patient in affliction, and be faithful in prayer. And that is a very short scripture, but I will elaborate on it. So, joyful in hope. You know, be like a child. As you're waiting, don't wait and complain and be grunge and you know, upset, or those things that don't seem like you have any hope in the first place. If you're going to have hope, be joyful in it. You know, be encouraged and excited that what you're hoping for is gonna come. Y'all, the enemy is mad. I guess I really should have been on here a long time ago, because I'm really having struggles just putting out the simplest scripture. Anywho, like I was saying, there's no point in being hopeful if you're not gonna have joy associated. If you're gonna be grunged and bitter while you're hoping, it's like you wasted your time. And then God presents to you all what you've been hoping for all along, and then when it comes, you're like, oh yeah, I always knew you would. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. If you're waiting in a sorrowful or bitter way. So be joyful as you're hoping. That's the first part, okay? The second part says be patient in affliction. Y'all, you guys, I get it. That's not the easiest. That is not the easiest at all, especially for those of you who need healing in your body. I have my own issue, but for those who have far worse things going on, I can only imagine how difficult that part of the scripture can be, and that being patient while you're not feeling good can be. Nobody just is like, oh yay, you know, I broke my arm, or your back is killing you. Man, I'm 31 now. Something about 30. It's just like your back is like, nah. Okay? And ever since my my back. I need to be friends with it again because we have not been on one accord. But, you know, same like being joyful and hoping. If you're having afflictions in your life, which we are guaranteed to have, and they're always probably more than likely going to come here or there, then it's best to be patient because we do know that it will pass. It always passes. It might be something else that comes along, but you know something before is gone. And so do your due diligence and your best, absolute best, to be patient in that. That is actually a form of strengthening yourself. At least for myself, I noticed that through the suffering, I've been strengthened in such a way that if I have an attack or a flare-up or something like that, it doesn't bother me the same after dealing with it so much. It's almost as if I'm kind of used to the pain, which is not necessarily healthy depending on the context you're coming from. But in this case, be used to affliction. Not forever, but be used to handling it in a good manner, in a well-to-do manner, and with decorum, the best that you can. Nobody's asking you to be perfect. Nobody's trying to dismiss your suffering and your pain. But it's just the way that you carry yourself in it and the way that you handle yourself does matter to God. And He sees you. He's not, you know, up above just looking down at us and be like, she good. You know, He's not ignoring you. You know, He allows these afflictions. He does. For a time. And they will pass. And they will strengthen you. And you will be blessed when it comes to your behavior and when how you handle your afflictions. Sorry, I'm a little tongue twisted. Again, I haven't been on here in a while, and I'm not a public speaker. And I don't feel like editing, so this is what it is. Okay? And, you know, I don't care. Okay, y'all gonna see me. This is me. For those of you who think you know me. This is me. And last but not least, lost my place. So we said, be joyful in hope, right? Patient in affliction. And last but not least, be faithful in prayer. You cannot leave out the prayer. You just can't. You just can't. You just can't. Communication is important for so many reasons, but especially when you are in art form and you have no full control over your life or your functions and abilities or the outside world that happens for you. You don't have control over that. So it's your best bet to be in communication often as possible with your Creator. And God doesn't just, I know you've heard this term so many times, He doesn't want to just be your genie. He doesn't want to just grant your wish for whatever you were joyfully hoping for. He doesn't want to just rush a remedy for your afflictions just so you can be like, la la la, okay, I'm finally good now. He doesn't want to do that. He wants a relationship with you, and a top priority in a relationship is obviously communication. You can't have a relationship with somebody you don't have some form of communication with, whether that's talking, body language, what have you, sign language, I don't know, subliminal messages through songs. Have you ever dealt with that? You can't have no communication in a relationship. And when it comes to God, He seeks deep relationship, intimate relationship. He seeks to know you, and you know Him. And He really already knows us, but we have to give Him the permission. You know, we have to give Him the permission to be like, hey, I know X, Y, and Z about you, and I'm willing to get in the mud with you in these areas. But we don't give Him permission to know us, even though He technically already does. then how will he have a deep relationship with us? How is that somebody we can really, truly, fully rest on and rely on and trust? And when it comes to him, it says you cannot, you ain't entering into them gates, the pretty pearly ones, without knowing him. You can do all the wonderful things in the world, kind gestures, and be a good Samaritan saint all you want to be. If you don't know him, and that's going to be another topic later, if you don't know him on an intimate level, what kind of relationship do you really have? So, be faithful in prayer. Sometimes you just don't feel like it. Believe me, I know. You can be tired, just not feeling it at all. Maybe you feel like you're too busy, but don't be too busy. If you feel like all you have is 5-10 minutes, take that 5-10 minutes. And the more you spend those few little increments of time with him, the more you're gonna yearn for it and desire to. You'll be like, what? Work what? I gotta go spend some time with God, because God fulfills me. So please don't dismiss prayer. Please don't allow prayer to be this cliche. Okay, it's not. It's so necessary. As a matter of fact, this is just opinion. Check the scripture if you want to, but prayer is probably the number one priority that should be in your life, especially if you're trying to seek the Lord. So anyways, again, Romans 12:12. I hope y'all got something from this. Don't take my word for it. Go and dig into the word for yourself. I love you guys. Have a blessed and prosperous day. Take care, fam. Bye.